the trustee, and they could keep us in court for 10 years. Well, that's the only reason. The difficulty
with the government, as you say, is that there are loads of private sector
but the government didn't change the rules to facilitate the stealing of their pensions, whereas they did steal ours. And the law was changed to facilitate.
You brought a law to steal our money, Richard. You stole my pension.
This government has done that.
You approved the sale of my pension, Richard.
I don't think that is.
No, you stole my pension.
Well, I can't answer.
You did steal
I
my
don't think
pension.
that's an accurate reflection.
It's an absolute accurate. The Department of Trade and Enterprise.
I'll give this to Pascal anyhow.
Why you give it to Pascal? Pascal's not going to do well.
I mean,
or you have
just
no
because
interest
we
either,
have
Richard.
nothing to, we have no power left because we're no longer working. And I didn't leave just to go on and get another job. I spent nearly 37 years working on it. To make this company, we're the generation of people, Minister, who made Aer Lingus what it is.
But we're talking about a lot of defined benefit pensions.
No, but there's no other one for head laws to rob the pensioners. The government didn't bring in laws to rob their funds. You brought in laws to rob our funds. No, you robbed our funds. You brought in the laws.
Sorry, Minister, but I just ask one question.
The companies are
these
wealthy.
rules now apply to all defined benefit pensions. In other words, are all defined defined benefit pension schemes now going to suffer the same way, or will have the same rules applied?
Same rules.
In other words, no matter what investments the trustee makes, where the trustee sold coin property at the bottom of the market and invested in
the management pension fund is for the trustee. The only thing
hang on a minute.
The mismanagement is for the government.
My belief is that he cannot be questioned about those decisions.
He's ring-fenced.
And those decisions are what has us in the position we're in now. That's why the other defined pensions that were in the same position after the collapse of the property collapse and the ruin boards and all the rest of it, they've all come back.
But the case against the trustee, I mean, that's not a matter of which the government is having.
Of course they have. You have no legislation.
You provide the power to the state airports.
What about but what about...
Hang on a minute, it is a private thing, but you interfered with that private process when you changed the law to allow this man to do what he did.
The law was changed so that you need to find benefits.
No, just for Aer Lingus. Just for the IASS. Just for the IASS.
The State Airports Act changed
the Social Welfare
the
Act
situation.
The
Shannon Bill changed it specifically for the IAS.
The IAS, just for the Irish Airline pension scheme.
No others.
And you approved it.
And that was just to make this
you robbed
company a viable...
60% of my pension.
All
I can do is bring the pensions
were built up.
Yeah.
Or the state owned it 100%.
Yeah.
So there has to be some payback for that. Now we're saying it's a private company now.
I don't think that works out.
Does the government not feel any responsibility towards your point of view?
You have the same problem with any private,
no.
A pension fund that's in
Some of us will end up in Liechtenstein.
CSP pension.
How can the state make it?
Like half people have no pension fund at all. And
they didn't pay into them.
They didn't pay into them.
Well, a lot of pension funds are in serious debt. There are a lot of pension funds
You're not paying into your pension.
There are a lot of pension funds that are in serious deficits, not just the Aer Lingus one.
That's not how we're only talking about Aer Lingus. There's no use in talking about it. I know what you did.
in deficit.
You didn't rob it.
And they're not being funded.
No, the change in the legislation, as I understood it, allowed to deal with the situation in the existing options available to the trustee were very limited, and it was to allow a fair allocation of resources.
So a fair allocation of resources, you say. How is that a fair allocation of resources? When one-third of the group of pensioners are going to lose 2/3 of their pension, when others are not going to hit.
And the so-called expert panel didn't even listen to people like us, the Deferred. We barely got a lot of
Last understanding is that they did, that's part of the...
That's why we're here, man.
All the decision-making this group has been excluded from. Now, that's unfair. No, but that's unfair. You have to address that issue.
Whatever money was available was geared towards people who had lesser service, not who had long service.
That group sought to get a better deal for...
Not for long service. No, not for long service.
They got extra money into the...
And it was channeled toward the least people with least service.
Supposed to go to the longer service.
And it didn't.
It went to the shortest.
It went to the shortest.
And then those extra, they were brought back again in made a proposal for active, for employees, but they excluded us as well. In the more recent expert panel.
Yeah. All I can do is talk, I don't know that there is I don't have a ready-made solution that I can suggest to you.
There's a lot of money coming the way of the government, and I think some of it should be channeled towards it.
As I understand it, under European rules, state aid rules, that if you sell, a state sells an asset, there's only certain things that can be done with the process.
We are an asset. We were an asset.
No, if the
government can allow the likes of Dennis O'Brien off with 100 million of not paying proper interest to IBRC.
But that's being investigated.
Now it's been investigated after being dragged through the door.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it until you had to do it.
I mean,
that would have covered our pension.
But we don't know until.
Oh, you do know. You do know.
If what doesn't minister,
that was the whole debate was about.
Government is telling people they should have private pensions, and we had a private pension, and it's just been taken away from us. Some of us will end up with little more than
under the guise of illegal robbery.
This is essentially about a fairness issue.
Yeah.
What is fair and what is unjust?
I know.
Now,
but
there was loads of yes poses for equality and all the rest of it. We're all supposed to be treated as equal.
Who is going to treat us equal? There's nobody treating us
It's not
equal.
fair to anyone who has a private pension in the same relation. So that's why legislation.
But we weren't being treated fairly under the rules.
If I'm to lose 60%, right? If my pension was only €14,000, it's now down to 6,000.
Yeah.
Now you wouldn't live on 6,000. Your pension is going to be, I don't know how many pensions you have. You didn't contribute. You don't pay anything. You get it free.
Taxpayer.
But this now is down to 6,000 a year.
We struggle
Now,
to pay that
tell me
pension
this.
every year.
I've been there for 22 years. I paid something like, I think it was 11 or 13% of my gross salary every week into that fund.
We had no choice.
I had no choice.
Yeah, we had no
trying to say
choice.
that
No,
this is well managed.
okay,
I'm
right.
saying with the
And I just want to bring it back down to the fairness issue. Do you think it's fair?
You
that
brought
way
in the
we're
law.
being
You
treated?
give this
Do you
trustee.
think
Give
it's
them
fair?
more power. You give the trustee more power.
Hang on. Do you think it's fair the way we are being treated? When this is all sorted out, there's a sorting out to be done, and we don't agree with that.
Run properly, but all I'm saying is that government
Is it fair?
can only provide rules that have
Is it fair that one third of the people have to support everybody else?
It's fair, and of course people have been very impacted. All I'm saying is that government can only provide rules that apply to every pension fund. They can't single out some pension funds.
The State Airports Act took away evaluation, they took away uncoordination. They made the rules just in the State Airports Act.
They changed the rules to facilitate
Don't deal
what was
with
done
it the
to
same
us.
level of expertise that you have. But I'll bring this back to Pascal and talk to him.
The Taoiseach said this is a great little country to grow old in.
Yeah.
Now look at us. How do you expect us to?
Well, all I can do is I'll talk to Pascal and see is there anything that can be done.
We're all the brains
Pascal
available.
does have an interest. He's very
Fine Gael don't have an interest.
I
We
don't
get the
agree with that
template
at
letter
all.
all
I think
the time.
Pascal is a very, he's a very committed
great
guy.
with copy and
He's doing his
He was
best.
very sympathetic before he became
That's
minister.
what you did.
After he became minister,
It changed.
Yeah, but he has to live within what's possible in government, and that's what he's trying to manage.
We're all the brains in the
Department
Department
to put my
of
pension by
Finance, the
60%.
Department of Transport. There has to be a better way than this.
It was agreed with Joan Burton.
There has to be a better way than
I'll
this.
ask. My understanding is that they have to treat all pension funds the same. So even
No, they don't.
No. Sorry.
He's not too so major. 20% or something like that.
I mean, it's just not right.
Where's equality?
we weren't treated equally. All the different parties were not treated.
that seems to be the way the fund was managed.
Yeah, but we're the ones with no representation. We don't have
You had yes banners. Let's have equality in our society.
Can you get back to us? Safe and secure, and nobody can touch that. And we have to say that with us.
Oh no, you're the minister of the government. Put my pension.
You don't seem to have all the information either, which is surprising me. Or you're letting on you
Of
have
course
it.
he has all the information.
But
He's
it's
just
just the information.
parroting for
Well
them.
Yeah, but
aware
the
of what
information
we're
is very simple. And you're not equipped with all the information. You're relying on
Pascal managed well was the state of Ireland. And I thought he was interested. He did not care. He gave us no consideration.
want to wash their
He
hands
knew the
off.
unions wouldn't represent us. He knew the LRC wouldn't contribute. The expert panel, we were outside the Thames of reference of the
All I can
expert
do is
panel.
I'll talk to Pascal and
It's
see is there
completely
anything
wrong, unjust and unfair.
What does the Taoiseach got to say about this?
You never asked.
If the government are for fairness and equality, we're not being treated fairly and equal.
Okay, Johnny. And as you do, guy, there's going to be 1,000 voters in this constituency who are families of the Aer Lingus, and 1,000 voters, so they will be. You'll have to face them in the election.
Minister, thank you for
listening. Thank you.
Don't hit him, George.